What's up everybody, this is Master Ian Gamer, and we just had Sojourn's gameplay trailer leaked by, I believe it was the Taiwan or Chinese Overwatch social media account. They very quickly deleted it, so I haven't been able to track the exact origin of it, but it certainly looks official. And not only does it show off Sojourn's kit and abilities, but also the new Overwatch 2 hero designs for Ashe and Wrecking Ball. So before I delve into analyzing it, I'm just going to start off by showing you the video so you can take a look at what all it contains.
I 年轻的时候就发现身体多少会力不从心。再说，火箭腿真的很吸引人。左肩报道，跟我一起上！想都别想，
没人能阻止我！友人の手をくれ！
放马过来吧！
敌方部队出现了。 我来开路！
左肩，开火！接过，接过！哈！正在扰乱敌人，彻底打垮你们！大家做得好，继续移动目标吧。要玩就得照我的规矩。此鬼枪完全充能，准备开火。 别跟我说什么几率，我早就知道了。
So yeah, this is certainly the official trailer for her. It perfectly showcases all of her abilities and fits the hero gameplay trailers we've typically seen in the past. But there is still quite a bit to talk about, so let's dig into it. First off, we can see Sojourn in what might be like her personal repair bay, or I don't know, some sort of garage she hangs out in. I can't tell if this is actually part of the Toronto map, which we see in the rest of the video, or if this is just a special environment they made specifically for this video, which is certainly something Blizzard has done in the past, but we see her performing a fairly unique animation, which I can't quite tell if this is supposed to be a highlight intro or perhaps even an emote. Maybe both. It might actually be two, an emote and a highlight intro merged together, because we get some really cool close-ups of her arm being repaired, as well as her sort of tinkering around with her weapon and different abilities, but then the way she kicks up her gun at the end almost looks like that might be an emote. At the very least, I think we're looking at a highlight intro here, but it's possible there's also an emote animation in there as well. Hard to say. After this though, we then get into the actual gameplay aspects, starting off with her showing her basic primary fire, which is the soldier rifle-esque, just automatic fire machine gun type weapon, very typical, very normal. And then we see her transitioning into the railgun, which is the more high damage single fire shot that hits precise targets. And based off of footage we saw in the past back at BlizzCon Line, it seems like, as of back then at the very least, it looks like this railgun ability was charged by dealing damage with just your machine gun primary fire. So you can't really tell in this video, since there's no UI for how these abilities are working, what exactly it does or how exactly this other ability is charged, but presumably it's going to work the same way. Then after that, we get the first proper look at her slide ability, where she slides under the Sigma barrier and then seemingly pops up into the air. It's a bit hard to tell right away, since it's definitely being merged with the highlight intro of her where she jumps up after sliding, but we can see a bit later on that she certainly does have a jump after sliding as she pops up to shoot the echo. But before I get ahead of myself, I also want to focus on the grenade ability she has as well, which appears to be some sort of energy area of effect type thing where we can see it do some damage to the enemies in that area. However, we don't get, a full description of it in just this teaser video, so we'll probably have to wait for the official announcement of her abilities to fully understand what all this ability actually does. And then at the end here, we see her pulling off a massive supercharged railgun shot, which penetrates 3 targets, killing all 3 of them, which we can safely assume is her ultimate. Now again, referencing the BlizzCon Line footage we had of Sojourn, it seems like her ultimate might just automatically charge up her railgun without her needing to necessarily deal damage with her primary fire. So perhaps there's been a bit of a change here in that it might just, be a stronger shot she can shoot, and certainly seems to have a penetration aspect, which I guess they don't really specify whether or not that's inherently an aspect of the railgun with her default ability, but it does look like she has a very FPS high skill sort of kit, and it looks like she's probably going to do a lot of damage, and at a pretty decent range on top of that. Now, beyond just the Sojourn gameplay bits though, I'm sure you've noticed a number of other little interesting tidbits in this video, namely being the new hero redesigns for Ashe and Wrecking Ball. But before I touch on those, I'll just mention that we also get another quick little sneak peek at Moira's redesign as well, which again, we had very subtly teased in the background, I believe way back at BlizzConline, but once again, we get another somewhat clearer look of her right here over on the side in this enemy wave that's running through, as well as during the part where she uses her energy grenade, but unfortunately we just don't get a proper look at her. Ashe and Wrecking Ball, however, get much more clear representations. Throughout the video, we can see Wrecking Ball rolling around. His mech looks fairly similar to how it does originally. You can see some minor sort of detailing changes to the metal and different, greebling on the outside essentially, but the really big change is to Hammond himself, which we can clearly see at the end, which is that he now has goggles and a jumpsuit. Oh my goodness, I didn't think they could make default Hammond any more adorable than that little cutie he is, but nope, they gave him goggles and a jumpsuit, and he looks so cool in this outfit. I am super excited to get a more proper look at this redesign for Wrecking Ball, because just from this image here, he looks phenomenal. I am so excited for this. This could easily end up being the best hero redesign in Overwatch 2, and admittedly I'm a bit biased because he is my favorite hero, but I love this new look for him. Ashe as well has gotten a bit of a redesign. It looks like her hair has changed a bit, as well as her general outfit is now much darker with more black on it, but for the most part she doesn't look too different. Her hair looks a bit different, as we can see in this end shot right here. It looks like the hairstyle might be a bit shorter than it typically is. And also Bob, we can see pretty clearly getting shot in this scene here, but I can't really see much different about him. He seems to be wearing the same deadlock vest that he always wears, and he still has the little hat on, as we can see there. So I don't know, maybe Bob didn't really end up getting any significant changes to him personally. Ashe's outfit has clearly been updated for this video, so it'd be weird if Bob's wasn't and hers was. So I don't know, maybe you just don't have a good angle of him here in these brief clips he shows up and you can't get a proper look at what his new design actually looks like, but it seems like Bob's outfit is either identical or very similar to how he was in Overwatch 1. Anyways, that seems to be all the information we can extract from this leaked Sojourn gameplay abilities video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you excited by this kit and abilities for Sojourn? Does it look like a hero you're excited to play? And what do you think about the Ashe and of course Wrecking Ball hero redesigns? Because I am in love with that scientist jumpsuit Hammond. He looks phenomenal, and I am excited to get a closer look at that skin. But I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below, and be sure to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, hit up that bell icon, and come join my Discord server to hang out and never miss any of my future Overwatch content. Special thanks to my YouTube channel members who help make these videos possible, and if you'd like to join them to earn some cool rewards, then just hit that join button down below. Otherwise, this is Master Ian Gamer signing off, and until next time, have a great day.